Today we want to learn the most important sentence we need to know in every language, or probably you are visiting Spain today. What Spanish language sentence is most important for you to learn? Or you are going to an English speaking place, what sentence is the most important sentence you need to learn? There's a list of about 100 most important sentences in every language, but the one I picked to be the most important is what I want to share with you today. It is important for us to acknowledge that philosophically there is a debate as to whether language is the creation of God or it's a man-made. It's man-made, and for we know clearly from what we've seen in our religious text that Arabic language is the creation of God, but other languages are they the creation of God or the creation of man. This is not something I want to dive too much into because I do not have the standing to do that. But on the assumption that other languages are the creation of men, it is assumed that if language is the creation of man, then language is the greatest invention of man. And the second greatest invention, there's a consensus that the second greatest invention of man is the electricity, and the third greatest invention of man is the internet. But today we are on the language, and generally in the world, in the entire continent, in the continent and also in the planet Earth, it is estimated that we have 7,100 languages across the world. So that means there are different languages in different places. A place like Nigeria, we have over 300 different tribes. So, and each of the tribes, they have their own languages. So we have Fufude, we have Yoruba, we have Hausa, we have Fulani. The Kanuri people, they have their own language. We have Igbo, we have Ayegboka. We have lots of languages. Even within the Yoruba language, there are also dialects in between. And also the same thing, the Hausa in Kano is different from the Hausa in Kaduna, although they have lots of similarities. So these are some of the fantastic things about languages. So, and like I said, we have 7,100 languages across the world. So which sentence is the most important sentence for all of us to learn when traveling to a place? Is the sentence for you to apologize, to say, I am sorry. Apology helps and saves us from a lot of problems. That when you just say, I am sorry, it's the golden sentence. Even in marriage, they say, he that learns how to say sorry most often gets a blissful marriage. Why? Because apology, when you agree that you are at fault, whoever that wants to lynch you, whoever that wants to fight you, whoever that wants to deal with you, it softens their mind to a great extent. And one of the things that makes I am sorry one of the most important is because it helps you to avoid mob. In a lot of places, when you do not understand the language of people, those people might be aggressive to you. There was a time I was in a part of the country here, I didn't understand their language, and so how come you won't understand our language? So yeah, when people see you like that and they become aggressive towards you, just only one sentence will finish the problem, and that sentence is I am sorry. It's very short, just 3 words. Some of the sentences you need to learn is how are you and how to respond, because every language asks you that question, your well-being, how are you doing? You should learn how to respond, I am doing fine. Another sentence you also need to acclimatize yourself with is where are you going? If they ask you where are you going, what is your response? I am going to so place. And also, another sentence you also need to master in any language when you are traveling to a place is how to introduce yourself. My name is so. But the most important of all this is for you to learn how to say sorry. In Yoruba land, they say ma binu. Ema binu. If you tell someone Ema binu, it softens the person's heart. The person becomes more empathetic towards you, and the person also feels flattered. So this person is apologizing to me. In Hausa language, you say Ya Kuri. I'm sorry. And once you say that, most especially in northern Nigeria, you've eased a lot of your problems. No matter what happens, once you apologize, most especially in northern Nigeria, easily they forgive you. So it is important when next you are traveling, you are going on a tour, you are going to the United States, you are going to Spain, you are going to Australia, you are going to Germany, you are going to Russia, the sentence you need to acquire first that you must learn is how to apologize, how to say, I am sorry. And genuinely say it. We've already discussed in our earlier episodes on how to communicate effectively. Say it so that your tone of voice also says it and your body language also says it. So it's very important for you to learn how to apologize in any language any place you are going to, the language they speak there, learn how to apologize in their language first. You might step on somebody and the person looks at you, won't you apologize? When you keep on, for example, in a place where they do not speak English language, you keep on saying you are trying to explain. Don't try to explain, just apologize whether you are right or wrong. Because even the Prophet ﷺ says one of the best people are those people that even when they are right, they do not give room for arguments. They don't argue unnecessarily, even if they are on the right position. Why? It's because arguments in most cases breed enmity. It breeds hatred towards one another. And when we get to the point of argument, a lot of times we are not concerned about our search for truth, but rather we are concerned about our quest that we must be right. So in a situation like that, why will you go for an argument? No, just apologize and spend your time on something more productive by just saying, I am sorry, and you can keep on going your way. And when that person sees you the next time, the person sees you as someone who is responsible, the person sees you as someone who is mature, the person sees you as someone who does not have a low self-esteem. Because one of those who find it extremely difficult to apologize most times are people who suffer from low self-esteem. And low self-esteem, the greatest shield for low self-esteem is pride. If you see somebody that is prideful, somebody that is arrogant, that looks at everybody down, in most cases they are doing that just as a shield for their own low self-esteem. So if your self-esteem is intact, to apologize for doing something wrong, or even if you are right, but it is perceived in a way that is wrong, you apologize for it and you move ahead. You spend your time on something more productive, not trying to argue or explain some things to some people. So when next you are traveling, you are going on a tour, you are going on a vacation, you are going for work, you are going even to settle in a place, the first sentence I advise that you learn in that particular language is how to say, I am sorry. Till I see you next time in our next episode, stay blessed.
Ramadan Mubarak.